Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different, at least at the beginning of the video it is. So I actually have here a notebook, and this is questions that you guys have been asking me, sending me emails and comments and stuff like that, asking some questions. So I've wrote down about a page and a half worth here, so I'm going to go over these questions and try my best to answer them. So where are you from? I'm from Western North Carolina, near the Blue Ridge Mountains, kind of in the foothills of them. Have you always lived there? Yeah, I've always lived in Western North Carolina. I've lived in 3 different houses, though, all in the same county, just kind of across the county from each other. So, yes, I've always lived here. Is that my family's tree farm? No, this is actually not the family's tree farm that you always see me driving around in, but lucky enough to get to know the guy that owns it, and he kind of put me in charge of it while he's gone because he doesn't live around here, so he put me in charge to look out for it. How old are you? I'm 14. How long have you been doing YouTube? I've been doing YouTube for almost a year now. So my first video was in July of 2021, and it is June 2022. Do you like pond fishing, lake fishing, or river fishing the best? I'm going to go with pond fishing just because it's the easiest, and it seems like it's easier to find bigger fish in ponds, and it just seems easier. River fishing, I've just never really had any luck river fishing. It's just river fishing, I guess. I just don't really like it. Lake fishing. Lake fishing's alright. I like being on the lake and like being in a boat, but it can be tough sometimes. So pond fishing is definitely my favorite out of that whole category. What is your favorite type of reel? I don't know exactly if you mean like what brand or just what kind of variety. So I'll go with variety first. I'm going to say Baitcaster's my favorite. And as far as the favorite brand, I'm going to go with Lew's just because I have, I think, 2 or 3 of them. And so far I really like them. Now I did have one break. It was the Lew's Speed Spoil, the white one I use in the videos. I don't know if you've seen it or not. But something happened to it. I had to take the whole thing apart, and I did actually get it fixed, and it works fine now. So that's the only problem I've had out of Lew's. How old is Ginger? So if you guys don't know who Ginger is, she's the little white dog in my videos. I'm not exactly sure how many videos she's in, but that's her. She is 5 years old, and we got her from the animal shelter when I think she was 6 months old whenever we got her. So yeah, she's been around for a little while. Not exactly sure what she is. I'm pretty sure she's a Jack Russell Whippet mix, something like that. I'm not 100% sure. How long have you been hunting? I've been hunting since ever since I moved my second house, which was in 2016. So I was like 7 or 8 whenever I first went hunting, and now I'm 14. I've been hunting ever since then, every season. What is your favorite type of hunting? This one's a tough one for many different reasons, but I'm going to go with probably coon hunting is my favorite type of hunting just because, I don't know, I just like it better than any other kind of hunting just about. I would say rabbit hunting and coon hunting are pretty close together. I like both of them pretty good. Deer hunting, I don't know. I like deer hunting, don't get me wrong, but it just gets boring sometimes, like when you're just sitting there not seeing nothing. And bear hunting, I like bear hunting, but it's a little much sometimes. How long have I been driving? So this also goes with the question, why as a 14-year-old driving, that I've had some people ask me. And that is because we've always had land to drive on at all my houses, so I've just been driving on our land ever since we've had it. And I was 7 whenever I first drove, and when I learned how to drive a manual was when I was 8. And I actually still have that car. We sold it and then we got it back. I think it's in a couple of the videos, the Camo Geo Tracker. Pretty sure I actually have a video of spray paint. So if you haven't seen it, go check that out. What are some attractions in your area? This is kind of an odd question, but I have had a couple people ask it. So we got the Great Smoky Mountains. That's a pretty well known thing around here. Mount Mitchell, which if you guys do not know is the highest peak out of the east of Mississippi, and you can actually see that from my front yard. I'll add a picture. Also, another attraction is Grandfather's Mountain. It's kind of shaped like the guy laying on a mountain. That's why it's called Grandfather's Mountain. And then Lake Lure, it's just a lake, and it's supposedly there's an underground city under it or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure. But that was where Dirty Dancing was filmed. It's a movie, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out because that's where that was filmed. And the Biltmore House is an attraction in our area. I actually have a video about that, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It was kind of a last-minute video. I just kind of threw it together, so it wasn't the best quality, but it is what it is. And the Blue Ridge Parkway, which I'm sure most of everybody knows what that is. Linville Caverns. Linville Caverns is basically just an underground cave system in Linville, North Carolina. So that's all that is. Nothing really special. I mean, it is special, but it's not. Wiseman's View and the Brown Mountain Lights. So Wiseman's View is off of a highway called 105. Not really a highway. It's actually a really long gravel road. And it goes up. You can kind of see like all of McDowell County and some surrounding counties and stuff. And that Wiseman's View is down there. It's a little lookout. And the Brown Mountain Lights. The Brown Mountain Lights is a very weird topic. We'll go with that word. I was trying to decide. So basically, the Brown Mountain Lights, no one knows what they are. There's been scientists and all kinds of people go in there and look to try to figure out what they are. And no one has been able to figure out what causes the Brown Mountain Lights. So basically what they are like these little flashlights. And they just point up for a couple seconds and then they go off. So it's a mystery what it is. No one really knows. Some people say it's underground alien-based stuff like that. Personally, I don't know what it is. I would say there's this thing called ball lightning. And it creates whenever, like, just the air pressure and all that stuff is right. So I would say that's probably what it is because it only happens ever so often. It's very rare. And there's ski slopes here, Appalachian Trail. That's about all the major attractions here. And then as far as the seasons, I've had some people ask about that because you can tell in all my videos it is very hot. And usually everything is green here. So there's only about only 4 seasons. We have the most seasons. There's 4 seasons, and they're about 3 months a piece, give or take. And usually summer just started yesterday, so yeah, we're just now going into summer. But usually here in Western North Carolina, it feels like summer as soon as spring comes because it's always hot. And then winter doesn't start until December, and that's where it actually gets cold. And we only get like 1 or 2 snows a year if we're lucky. Sometimes we don't even get snow. So yeah, that is all the questions I wrote down for the little Q&A. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little segment. And yeah, now we're going to go do some catfishing. So I know I also mentioned Mount Mitchell, and it is actually right there, the bigger mountain right there. That's Mount Mitchell. There's actually a little tower up there, but you can't see it on the phone. So yeah, that's Mount Mitchell. All right, guys, so me and Jake are fishing today, as usual. We actually had a fish hatchery, though, so I don't know if you call it cheating or not, but dude, these things are like so froze together. When I try to pull them out, they just break. Okay. Yes. I don't think there's any bass in here or on the bank over there. Dadgummit, this thing just ripped. No, the fish.
There's a bass.
There is a bass in here. Oh, he came off. Dadgummit. Already lost the first fish. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I didn't know there's bass in here. Dadgummit, I literally just flung that off. Alright, this may not go too well. That thing is really shiny. I still see it in the water over there. I think it's trying to swim. Yeah, it's definitely trying to swim after it's been froze for a couple weeks. Let's try this again. Well, Jake's trying to catch a little bitty 1/2 ounce bass over there. What? He's big? Is he actually? Or is it the same one you almost called a minute ago? Alright, this is not very deep. there's rod numero 1 ounce. Now we wait. Now thing will take off here in a second. That's the plan. And then we get our hot dogs out that I didn't bring a knife to open. Hey, you got your knife? Never mind. I don't need it. Oh, you got him? Definitely not fish. Hey Jake, I think I got a fish on. This line's moving an extraordinary amount. Well, it's a circle hook, so I'm just gonna wait for it to take off. All right, now we throw out the hot dog. Hey man, it's my line. Barely. Ooh. That sounded nice. Oh. Line moved. I think it's because of the wind. Got a fish. On the hot dog. Daggum, that was fast. That's been there for like 30 seconds. Let me get off this dock. I don't know. I'll come over there. And my GoPro's crooked. It feels decent. Do you have pliers in your truck? I sure hope so. Pretty small. Oh. Oh gosh, how about that? Oh yeah, fish number 1 already. All right, yeah. The guy that owns the place said hot dogs work the best, and he definitely was not lying. Put your tail down, I'm trying to take a picture. All right, fishy. Don't you croak at me, kiddo. All right. All right, guys. I'm re-rigging my hot dog. Throw him back in there. Pull another one out of here. That thing was tiny. All right, you know what? Screw this dang shad. It's probably not even on the hook anymore. Probably flew off or something dumb. Yeah, no wonder I wouldn't get nothing. Oh. All right, bigger bait catches bigger fish. That was?
Yeah, look at it. You see the hole over there?
Oh yeah. All right, bigger baits catch bigger fish, right? Right.
Stinkier bait catches bigger fish.
That's debatable. Get it. That was a good one. Did you get it?
Yeah,
Oh,
good.
oh.
Get him. He's on there. He's on there.
Nah, that was me. He's on there. He's on there. Oh yeah. I had the GoPro on this whole time. Oh dang it, the GoPro didn't see that fish. No, I got a picture. This one's small. I think. He's not fighting hard. Oh. It's small.
That's the thing about catfish, though, they fight hard. Don't break that rod.
I got it. It's an ugly stick. They don't break. There he is. About lost the rod. Oh, that's a decent one. Oh, and I got one over here on the left side. I gotta get this thing up here. Come on, fish, get over here. Oh my gosh, he came off. It was a good one too. A whole lot bigger. And he was big. Uh-oh.